Hey guys, meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update, and as expected, Jackson Hole, the Tetons got nailed with heavy snow. It is a powder day up there. They're reporting 17 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours at Jackson Hole. You can see the webcams. I mean, it's got to be an unbelievable day up there today. Not quite as much at Grand Targhee, but still, it is going to be a powder day. All right, here's what I'm seeing this morning. My bullet points. So this is just storm system number one. It runs through about 3.8, maybe even an early 3.9 across parts of Colorado, which is where it's ultimately going to end up. And then the pattern is going to shift north to favor the Pacific Northwest, BC, 3.9 through 3.12 with some very nice snowfall up there and across the northern tier. And then it's going to shift back to the south and hit Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico for that matter, 3.12 through probably 3.14, probably even 3.15 in some cases. So breaking it down by time period and range, Wasatch, light to moderate snow today. That'll be developing, and then moderate on 3.7. 3.7 is probably the key day when the storm will come out of Jackson Hole and swing down through the Wasatch, and then heavy snow comes in 3.12 through 3.14, maybe even trickling into 3.15. Tetons Powder Day today. You have another shot of heavy snow 3.11 through 3.13. Colorado, you got light snow today, and then moderate snow 3.7 and 3.8 as that low moves in and starts to spin up. That could last into early 3.9 over eastern Colorado. Northeast, you've got heavy rain coming this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, and then potentially heavy snow 3.10, 3.11, assuming the temperatures do stay cold enough. All right, let me take you back. I want to show you water vapor satellite imagery this morning and just give you the lay of the land. So there it is. You can see the next area of low pressure coming off the California coast. That's the one that's going to dive down to the south and become that Colorado low. And then look at the northern branch. It's guiding a couple of different storm systems into the Pacific Northwest. And that's the shift up to the north, ultimately, when all of that begins to move in. All right, let me just show you what the forecast jet stream is going to look like. So here we go, end of day today. There's the end of day tomorrow. Here comes the trough out of California. And this is the prime day for Colorado, 3.8, when the low is going to spin up in southeast Colorado and throw some snow back. We'll get a little bit of enhancement. And then it's gone by 3.9. It's out of here. And then look at the Pacific Northwest. That's where the jet is going to be taking those two areas of low pressure in, all that energy. That's where the big snow is going to be for a while. And then the whole thing, once we get into about 3.12, you can see the jets start to buckle to the south, and then all of that activity hits Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico with that big trough. All right, let's put some precip on this. So here we go, today into tomorrow. So here's 3.7 in the morning. This is the prime day for snow when it's going to cross the Wasatch. And then it begins to develop into an area of low pressure in Colorado by late 3.7, and especially on 3.8. You can see the snow right here across Denver and the Front Range. That's a sign that something is spinning up with an east wind across the eastern plains, and specifically southeast Colorado and the panhandle of Texas and parts of New Mexico. And then it starts to break by Saturday morning. It's out of here, and then all the focus shifts up to the Pacific Northwest and BC and the northern tier states. And then here comes this other storm system. This is the one that drags the jet down into Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. And you can see the potential there for moderate to heavy snow accumulation on 3.13, 3.14, probably even 3.12. 3.12 through about 3.14, 3.15. And it lasts the longest in Colorado and New Mexico. And again, it might spin up into another stronger area of low pressure as we get into that late time frame in Colorado. All right, here's my latest grand total map. So by late 3.15, 1 to 2 feet in the Wasatch, about another foot for the Tetons, looking at probably 8 to 16 over most of Colorado, but as you can see, some of that, we could have some heavier pockets of a couple feet down in the San Juans. Looking up towards Idaho, we're doing well in Brundage, up to Schweitzer, looks like about a foot there. And those big totals up in the Pacific Northwest and BC, again, those come 3, 9, 10, 11, and 12 before the whole pattern begins to shift back to the south. So breaking it down by time period, today, tomorrow, next 48 hours, a little bit of leftover snow in the Tetons today. The snow you see in the Wasatch a little bit today, but most of it's on 3.7. In Colorado, 2 to 6, but then we'll probably add some more after that on 3.8 and also 3.9. In fact, here is that forecast, 3.8 through 3.10. You can see the leftover snow in Colorado. And look at northern New Mexico, up to maybe 6 at Ski Santa Fe. And then we start to see the pattern shift up to the Pacific Northwest. The numbers start to tick up. Here's the final time period. And this captures the end of the Pacific Northwest storm as it begins to drag all that energy to the south into Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado, and all the numbers start to go up. This is going to be a pretty good period for the Wasatch. And maybe another 8 to 12 across the Tetons. Colorado, you could squeeze out another 4 to 12 inches during that time period. Northern New Mexico also gets some additional snow. All right, let's go to the northeast again. Rain tonight, tomorrow, heavy. And then potentially, if the temperatures drop enough, we're going to see this heavy snow develop 310, 311 with potentially a foot at a lot of the major ski areas. All right, guys, we'll end on the grand total map here for this morning's update. And again, there's still a lot of snow to fall with a couple, maybe 3 different storm systems that'll move across the west, and the pattern's going to shift north and south, as I was saying. But we're going to get some good snow during this time period. Thanks for tuning in here. I always appreciate it, and take care today.